Hey everybody, Greg Cazillo from Cazillo.com. This is the first of a new series of videos which are photo critiques. We're going to do Google Hangouts here on Google+. And luckily this time we have the photographer Martin with us, which probably won't always happen, but in this case we do. Welcome Martin, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Good, so tell me a little bit about the photo. Where did you take it?
I took this in a place called Hestercombe House last Sunday afternoon. Nice spring afternoon, well, early spring as I called it. Lovely sunny afternoon, just walking by and just took this shot instantly. Just thought I'd try to frame it up using some of your advice.
Good.
Trying to get a good frame up. I hope it's alright.
Yeah, I like it. I think a lot of your scenic photography is a matter of being in the right place at the right time. And this is one of those times where, you know, you made it. It made it work.
I was quite pleased with the colour that came out. Nice and gold, and you know, it caught the still got the golden leaves from this autumn there as well. It's a great place.
Mm-hmm. And so tell me, what do you think you could have done better on the photo?
But just thinking about whether I could get a bit more of the foreground in, perhaps, or something, or lower down, perhaps. You know, look at the tree.
What do you think of these things right here? What are those? Those little buckets or whatever those things are right there?
That's little. They're sort of new plants for new trees. I think they are.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I was trying to get those in, but it was, you know.
Okay, makes sense. What do you think, Vincent? What are your thoughts on this?
At first, I thought there was garbage cans on the bottom right, but I might have tried to get like a bush or something a little more natural looking than those to emphasize your foreground that you had in your video. What time was it taken? Was it early or late in the day?
It was about in UK time about 3:45 in the afternoon, late afternoon.
Okay. And what time was sunset?
It was about 5:15, that sort of day. Late, you know, quite late.
The sun was low in the sky, and it had a little bit of golden lighting. No, it's really nice. What kind of equipment did you use?
I got a Nikon D5000, and I got a Nikon 1755 2.8G ED lens, zoom lens. That's probably cost more than the camera.
And what kind of post-processing did you use?
Pardon?
What kind of post-processing?
I did a bit in Photoshop. I got Photoshop CS5, and then I used HD Pro for the framing.
Was it an HDR? Was it an HDR? Was it an HDR?
No, it's not HDR. I did it in Nike Color Pro.
Okay.
So, Vincent, why don't you give me kind of your overall critique? Again, the entire image, the whole 9 yards, and.
I think it's exposed pretty nicely. I like the composition. The only thing I would have changed is I would have had something different in the foreground, maybe a bush or something a little more natural to that scene. Some kind of a bush or a small tree or some flowers or just something that was a little more interesting in the foreground.
Okay. And I'll tell you what, can you give me, say on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate this image?
Well, what's your level as a photographer?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that matters. The image as is, what their level is, doesn't matter. 1 to 10, 10 being the best.
1 to 10, I'd give it an 8.5.
8.5, very good. What do you think, Martin? Do you think it's an 8.5? Where would you put it?
About 8.5. You know, I wouldn't say it was a 10, but I'm trying to, you know, improve my photography a bit. You know.
Very good. Well, I think I would agree. I'd probably put it maybe a little bit lower in the 7 range. I'm not a big fan of the big white borders like that. I feel that the white kind of detracts from images sometimes. It looks you also have 2 watermarks here. You got this one here in the bottom. This one here says Martin in the corner. And you also have this other one down here, which is kind of detracts a little bit, in my opinion. And again, we don't really know what these little containers are, so that's obviously not ideal to have those. Maybe a little bit wider, something like that could have helped. Another thought that I had, I do like your framing. I like how this tree is pretty straight, so your framing is good. I think your angle is good. I like that you use the foreground, middle ground, background that we had, and that actually I just did a video on the other day. So I think overall it's a good photo. Just maybe those tiny little things that could have improved it and pushed it up another notch.
Yeah,
So,
well, thanks. Yeah.
No problem. We added a couple more people. James, did you want to add a quick critique to the photo?
No, I've just joined, so I didn't even see the photo.
Okay, sorry about that. Here, I'll put it in the chat window here. Can you click that?
I'm new to this, sorry guys. There's a chat window.
Hold on. Let me share the window here so you can see. How's that? Is that better?
Oh, I seen that on your
Okay.
forum. I like that shot.
So give me a quick 30-second critique. Well, what do you like? What do you don't like? What do you think could have been done better?
I like the colours, the tones, and maybe the wee brown things down below it. If they could have been took out, I don't know what they are. Is that the things that help a tree start to grow?
Yep.
Maybe remove them, see them down the bottom right hand side. But apart from that, it's a nice shot. I like it a lot. Nice colours.
Perhaps I could recrop it.
Possibly, but you know what? They're real. You could probably just clean them up and remove them with a clone stamp in
Probably could. Yeah,
Lightroom.
in Lightroom or Photoshop. You know, you already have it in Photoshop editing. You could probably just clone them out and be gone.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually covered them with my fingers, and I do like it a lot better that way.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me in this first photo critique. If anyone would like to submit their own photos for critique, they can do so on Kazillo.com/c/forum. I'll put a link to that down in the comments underneath the YouTube video. Or you can post to the Kazillo.com Flickr group. Either one, I'll be watching it for good photos. And if we find some good ones, I'll let you know and I'll contact you. Thanks, guys. Keep shooting. See ya.
Cheers. Bye. Bye all.
Yeah, thanks for